Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around, you could get one today. Today's topic is live within your means. It's another motivational video out there. You gotta live within your means, out here. I see this society be very unpredictable. Jobs can, be here today, be gone tomorrow. So you always have to try to live within your means, live within your budget, live within your price range. Even if you got the money in the savings, you may got the money in the bank account, you still need to go out there and save. You never know what might happen from one day to the next. The scale can easily tilt from high to low. So it's like you always gotta be careful, be cautious when you're out there spending, splurging and stuff. Now I ain't saying don't go out there and have a good time. Everybody deserves, have a good time. Like a lot of people they put in a lot of work. A lot of working, some working 50, 60, 70-hour weeks. Ain't nothing wrong with splurging a little bit, but I always gotta have a cap to it. You know what I mean? I always save stuff for the next day. You can always go into savings, always go to investment. There's always different ways to utilize your money and let your money work for you. You know what I mean? Don't just use it on stuff that's not gonna bring any kind of value to you. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be cautious, be very aware, be self-aware. Like I said, raise so that that can, bring money back to you. You know what I mean? Like buying all shoes, buying clothes, stuff like that. I mean, good. There's only so many clothes you can put on for a week and day. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta make sure that you stay within the budget, limit your spending and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you never know what may happen. People that out there renting, rent be going up every monthly. So even if you're renting, you never know what the housing market is going to be like. Trying to go out there, try to buy your house, buy your car. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they do it just to impress people. They don't have no interest in them. I'm the type of person. I keep it simple. I keep it simple, very basic. I don't get stuff from thrift stores. I get stuff from hand-me-downs and stuff. I don't. Like I said, I don't need a lot of stuff. I only got my family, my wife, my baby. And peace of mind, that's all I need. I don't need nothing else. Roof on my head, food in the refrigerator, peace of mind, that's all I need. I don't need nothing else. Anything else is just is extra for me. But yeah, like I said, live within your means. A lot of people going from paycheck to paycheck, trying to keep up with the Joneses and stuff. Man, it ain't worth all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your income could change today, the next 2 weeks, a month later, you could be out of a job, out of a paycheck every 2 weeks. You be like, man, why did I not say? Why did I not invest? So you never know what's gonna happen in this society from day to day. You know what I mean? You might have to take off sick to take care of a loved one. You might have to take off sick to care for your own self. So you never know what your pocket gonna feel like, and it's always good just to have money. Just have that mindset. Hey, it can shift at any moment. You know what I mean? So always have money in your pocket. Always make sure that you just know the value of a dollar. You know what I mean? So you work hard for it each and every day, but you gotta be responsible with it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go on social media and stuff, and it ain't worth all that stuff. Maybe that's the early 20s and stuff. Once you get to a certain age, like, man, I just want peace of mind, I want stability, that's it. I don't want nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Wasting it, going to the club, going to strip clubs, buying all these drinks and stuff, or going on multiple dates and stuff with women you don't really see have a future with, you know what I'm saying? Or women, going out there buying excessive amount of clothes or shoes, or, you got enough shoes in the closet, got enough clothes in the closet, can't even fit. Some of that stuff you need to donate to Goodwill or Salvation Army or something. But yeah, that's all. Just have money for a rainy day. You never know what emergency might come up. Your car might break down. This might come up, that might come down. He's like, man, you don't want to be scrambling. You don't want to be asking people for money. That's the worst feeling. You want to be self-reliable. Like, okay, well, we got this money is for emergency money. This money is for our bills. This money is for rec, or this money for daycare. Whatever you want to do, you got to divide it up and try to see, just try to see where your money is going. So that's all I really got to say. You know, I always say money for a rainy day. You never know what's gonna happen. Car may break down, something go on with school or this and that. Just something can go on. As always, just be careful and just be aware. Like I said, that's all I really gotta say. Make sure you check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. Until next time out, Coach JC.